Herzlich willkommen allen on the press conference before Octagon 57 here in Frankfurt. Tomorrow it's 10,000 people waiting on these heroes. It's a tournament that we luckily sold in 4 days, so there's big expectations about tomorrow's tournament. We are expecting the highest numbers also on the pay-per-view on octagon.tv tomorrow. So right now it's a press conference where you have the last opportunity to ask these guys questions before they will stand up in the cage tomorrow. So first question.
So, you won your lightweight title here in Frankfurt, and now you are fighting in the opening round of the Tipsport Game Changer tournament here. Is it kind of a full circle moment being back in Frankfurt where you have a lot of great memories, I'm sure?
It's my first time here. Thank you. Actually, I have great memory in Germany, even in amateur, so yeah, why not? I feel great everywhere.
And a question for Christian. Was it the plan before to fight against Miroslav Broz? In Oberhausen, he called you out, you entered the cage, and not even 24 hours later, the fight with him was announced.
Yeah, he called me out and we fight. That's it. I don't know. Nothing more to say.
And Miroslav, does the crowd being against you motivate you going into the cage, or does the location not matter to you? Once you're in the cage, you block out the noise?
Já jsem určitě hrozně těším, protože těch lidí tam bude fakt hodně, budou proti mě, ale mě tohle hodně motivuje, udělat prostě skvělý zápas, takže se na to moc těším.
I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Thank you.
Sino Antatalk, erste Frage an Christian. Christian, wie geht's dir? Wir sind einen Tag vor dem Kampf jetzt. Wie ist dein Spirit? Wie ist dein Mindset?
It's the day before your fight. How are you feeling and how's your mindset? Thanks, I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm feeling good. I'm fitter than when I was facing off against Apollo, and fighting at home, there's no greater feeling than that. This is where it began, and this is not where it ends for sure, so don't expect that. But as Miroslav said, it's going to be a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. And Miroslav is a great opponent. Miroslav has amazing fights, and he found a great opponent. Second question. Do you see any weaknesses in Miroslav's game? Is he stronger in anything than you? There's a lot of things that we have to think about when it comes to Miroslav. I have to try and make the fight good. But I think his toughest weapon is his mindset. He's a fighter by blood. And it's such an honor to be able to fight him in the Octagon cage. Not everybody can go into the cage and give it their everything, and I completely respect that. I respect it more than anything else. Last question for Christian. How much are you focusing on the fight itself? We heard that Jungwirth is going to be fighting in October. What do you think about it? Well, nothing's been signed yet. There's still a lot of time remaining, so I have to focus on tomorrow. But I'm so excited. Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. That's it. Question for Farbod. Are you excited about your debut in the Octagon? Hi, I'm so excited about fighting in the Octagon cage. 10,000 viewers? That's amazing. I hope to show my potential tomorrow. Second question. We know that you're a great wrestler and grappler. What is your game plan for tomorrow? Do you think you'll be able to push through with your wrestling? You'll see a new Farbod tomorrow. A Farbod that can do anything, not just wrestling. And my opponent has to really worry about all of the aspects of MMA.
3 Leute hinter mir, ich habe richtig große Berg hinter mir. Mein Vater ist erstmal
Behind me are 3 people. That's great support. My dad, he's in my corner. And then my trainers, of course. Tomorrow I will crush Mate. Thank you.
Erste Frage geht an Miroslav Broz. Der Kampf gegen
First question for Miroslav Broz. You'll be facing off against Eckerlin. You're in enemy territory. The whole arena will be full of his fans. You said that you want to shock Frankfurt, but how do you aim to do that? It's going to be so hard tomorrow. It's one of my last fights for sure. And I kind of wished for anything better than this. It's sort of a dream, and I would like to thank the promoters, the whole Octagon team. I would like to thank Christian for giving me the option and the opportunity. Because this is my last chance at Octagon with so many great fighters at Octagon to show my skills and to have a main fight, to be the main event of the evening is great. Everybody's going to be against me, I know that. There's 20 people here supporting me. I told them to wear Broz and Eckerlin t-shirts so that they don't get hurt. It's my dream. I wish to shock Frankfurt, but I'm facing off against an amazing fighter. And when I was facing off against Apollo, I had to tip my hat. Like, I was thinking he has nothing to prove anything to anybody. And it was crazy to choose Apollo voluntarily too. This is a great challenge for me. The fight with Christian Jungwirth, another amazing fight. He's a top fighter in Germany. This is slightly different. Eckerlin is different from Jungwirth, and I think it has a great potential. But anything can happen, of course. It could be a quick fight. And it could be just as good as I'm expecting it to be. So thank you, everybody.
Dankeschön erstmal. Christian, wie ist das für dich, so ein großes Lob
Christian,
so schöne Worte von einem
what's your view? What is it like for you to hear such praise?
Ja, wie ich schon am Anfang gesagt habe, ist mir eine Ehre, gegen ihn zu kämpfen. Aus dem Alter sind wir raus.
It's an amazing honor to face off against Miroslav Broz. We're not going to do any trash talk. We're over that. We want our actions to speak for ourselves. But I really liked hearing his praise, of course. It's fun. We have to show what we can do in MMA. This is where I started, and it's such an honor to do something so big for German MMA. I fought Apollo, and tomorrow it's going to be similar. It's going to be a hard fight. I really wish for us to get out of it unscathed. How does your prep look like? You look very fit. My prep was intensive, and I feel like I'm getting better. All good, really. Sometimes I have a minor injury, but nothing too mentionable. My prep was better than my fight with Apollo, so you'll see tomorrow. Question for Mark Dusses. I'm looking forward to your fight. Your last fight was in Manchester. Or the UK, I'm not sure. You didn't have your trainer with you back then, your coach. It was quite spontaneous on your part. This time, you'll be backed by all of your fans, you're unhurt, and you'll be fighting a great fighter. What are you expecting?
In Manchester war relativ kurzfristig, aber wir haben da auch eine gute Performance gezeigt.
We've talked about this before.
Morgen
in Manchester was a last-minute fight, and I did good, and tomorrow I want to deliver. I want to show everybody what I've got.
Alles andere sehen wir morgen Abend.
And I managed to get here without getting hurt, and tomorrow we'll say the rest. At the last press conference in Stuttgart, Alexander Popek answered a question that he was asked. I don't know if you noticed. He said that Mark Dusses is not a big name in Germany. Can you imagine fighting against Popek if you win tomorrow? Because then you'd be number 3 in your division. Well, we're lucky about having such big names as him in Germany. It saves the whole sport. Alexander Bobek, I don't give a damn about him. Tomorrow I'll be focusing on Pavel Longer and we'll see what happens then.
Bei dem Event in Frankfurt.
Max, good to see you.
Vor kurzem hast du schon gekämpft, war ein schneller Turnaround. Du bist sehr aktiv momentan.
Glad to see you here in Frankfurt. Last time you showed us a great performance. You're a pretty active fighter. You were supposed to face off against the other Dulatov brother, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Can you imagine that fight still happening?
Ich glaube halt, da wir ein paar Gewichtsklassen auseinander sind, würde das wenig Sinn machen und ich habe auch keinen Bock, dass ich dann wieder was kurzfristig annehme, da alles zugesagt wird und dann in letzter Sekunde heißt es,
I don't want a last-minute fight
ich konzentriere mich lieber auf die Sachen,
and then find out that it's not gonna happen, so I'm not really sure.
Was können wir bei diesem Fight von dir erwarten? Du bist sehr fit. Ja, wie
what can we expect of you tomorrow? You're in top shape, so what can we expect? Well, hopefully I'll win. I'm not going into the cage expecting I'll lose, but I can't really predict it for sure. Every fight rewrites history, and I'll try to win as dominantly as possible.
For Pavel or Andre, the pre-ticket sale for the big event in Frankfurt in October officially started, and it was very great in the first days. I think it was over 10,000 tickets already sold. How hyped are you for the event in the October this year?
Yeah, we are very hyped, sure. No, we are probably more because it's like Christian said, it was and all the guys behind the table. Like it was our dream to be successful in Germany, and we start in Festhalle, and now we can with these fighters sell this out in 4 days. So we was thinking that we can do it also with the big one, but it's not sold out after 6 days still. I don't understand, but we sell 70,000 tickets so far, so it's a good start. And tomorrow we will announce some news for a bigger than ever stadium, and we believe that it should be a really nice show for everyone. We really want whole families to come, not just the MMA fans, but the whole families, everyone who loves the good show, not just the MMA, from the whole Germany. And we believe that the bigger than ever should be for the whole Germany, not just for Frankfurt, not just for MMA community, but for everyone. And yeah, we are very hyped. We've been there. I've been there maybe 16 times already. I can be the guy who got a key from every door, you know, and doing the tour with people because I know each corner there now. And yesterday and today we just filmed a movie about the stadium, about the seats, where the people can buy, you know, the seats for a few euro and also for a few hundred or €1,000. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a lot of fun for everyone.
If you say that you want to make it like familiar, that people can also bring their families, like kids, like the age of 18, but wives and so on. Will it be more of, like, not more of, but also a show for not just MMA fights, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. This is how we want to keep our biggest show. So that's why when we do always the summer tournament in Prague, under without a roof. As an open air, we always have some halftime show, and we will do it in June in Prague, which is like June 8th, and there will be a really well-known band from Czech Republic with a few guests, and for halftime show on Eintracht, there will be also, I believe, some international or maybe local very well-known band or DJ or whatever. So yeah, we want to bring different kind of MMA event on this particular football stadium. So I believe it will be. That's why I'm saying about the families and about the whole Germany. It's not gonna be only about the fights. It's gonna be about the stories, about to be together and somehow celebrate these incredible stories what these fighters got.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Question. Maybe I will just ask one thing to that. Because of that, we want to make it like a happening, like Andre mentioned, and to bring the families and attract so many people, not just there, but also behind the TV screens and everywhere. We believe that this could be the point where the German MMA, like, yeah, the big switch. Like this will be the, I don't know if you call it maturity. It's the proper word. When you finish your high school, the final exam. And it will be from this point the widely accepted sport, like between all the others, and we will turn the page and start a new chapter for German MMA, the big one, really.
Thanks as well. Would be great.
Question just here. Jeffrey from the Sun. This is a question for Keita. You said earlier that you always feel good wherever you are. This is your second fight since the injury. How are you feeling with the injury and the recovery since then?
Good. I feel good. There is no injury no more. I had great sparring and stuff like that, and I can't wait to perform tomorrow. So yeah, there's no injury no more. Otherwise, I will not be here.
And Christian, apologies if you've been asked this in German, but for our friends back home in England, obviously it's been mentioned the big show in Frankfurt. If you win, I'm sure that's something you could look at. Does that add any more pressure or maybe a added bonus to perform on Saturday?
In English, yes. I have no pressure. It's my hometown. I'm here. It's my office. So what pressure? We fight here 2 times what we speak before in the interview. So I enjoy it. My steps, I only enjoy it. I'm not. I will not say not focused on this, but in different way. I'm not the youngest. I enjoy the last years of fighting, and so that's it. There's no pressure, nothing. It's I don't know the word in English, but enjoy. Yeah, enjoy is the right way. The right, you know what I mean. Huh?
Pavel and Andre, do you expect fighters to raise their game heading into that big show for the chance to potentially fight there and make history?
Yeah, I'm expecting like everyone will do his best, and I mean not just in this tournament. Every tournament is one to shine and deserve the best spots on any of the big tournaments which are ahead of us. It's 100% sure, yeah.
Question for Broz and Eckerlin. You're going into a massive fight tomorrow evening, the Tipspot Game Changer, and if you win, there are a plethora of massive fighters who you will face throughout this tournament. Last month, Acon Wanless put on a sensational performance in England. I was wondering if you've seen that fight and what you think of Acon.
Yeah, I saw that fight, and not much. What should I see? The fight was like 10 seconds, and the rest was history, so I don't really care about that fight. I'm only focused on Agi right now, and I can deal with him later.
Question for Andre and Pavel. Tomorrow night you have a German superstar in Eckerlin. You've also got a Czech legend. Could you have 2 bigger superheroes fighting in this monster main event tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's really nice when you can fulfill the dreams of these fighters, because me and Miroslav, we know each other like probably for his whole career, you know, because I was around when he started in GCF, and he was like 6-0 there, never been beaten. It was the biggest organization until we came on the market. Then he's got 10 fights in Octagon now, and he's 7-3 years, I believe. He's not beaten last 4 years. So, and about Christian, I don't need to tell anything about him, because everybody knows the story, and how he with other friend of him puts how he was the superstar before Germany knows about the MMA. So it's always perfect for us, for Octagon team, to fulfill not just our dreams but the fighters' dreams. And no matter which results will be tomorrow, they will still our heroes, because only one can win probably. So, but sometimes, like John Kavanagh said, no, you're not losing, you're learning. So.
Last question for Holzer. In your last contest, you took on Corey Fry, a man who was renowned for his explosive power. You beat him in Newcastle, in his home country. Is this a massive reward to you to win in England and now to get this opportunity to showcase your skills in front of a packed-out crowd in your home country?
Ich hoffe mal, dass sich das ganze Geschehen nicht umdreht und ich jetzt vor meinen
I hope it's going to go well. Hopefully I won't be crushed in front of my home audience. I'm happy that I am on the card. It was a bit of a short notice, but I'm looking forward to it.
Habe ich alles beantwortet oder vor was vergessen?
Have I answered everything?
Hallo Christian, ganzes Octagon. Okay. Sag mal, Christian, eine Frage zu dir. Also lassen wir jetzt mit den ganzen
Question for Christian. You've mentioned that you don't enjoy trash talk as much. You just want to fight. At the same time, you know that here in Frankfurt, people do expect those things a little bit. What would you tell us which round will you win at? Well, I'm not sure. I can't tell you precisely. I can't really say. But I don't care. I just want to win. Yes, I know you are focused on tomorrow's fight. That's the most important part. Of course, October is another question. Will it be Jungwirth, etc.? That's another topic for another day. Let's say that if you wink once, it's yes, twice, it's no.
Okay.
October, Jungwirth, what do you say? Okay, yes. And last question.
Was das damit zu tun hat? Ja. Gut, ich bin mein Leben lang, seit ich denken kann, Eintracht-Fan. Ich bin das erste Mal in
What about Eintracht? Why do you have it on your T-shirt? Well, I'm a long-time fan, and that's why I have it on my T-shirt. I've always loved this club. It's one of my greatest joys. Previously, I actually played football, and I've always wanted to play for Eintracht. Now I have a chance to fight, so that's something that I'll enjoy. Of course, there's not that many tickets sold, so we'll see. And any surprises for us? Yeah, of course.
Hey guys, just one question to Pavel and Andrei. So Octagon is growing and MMA is growing in Germany. What do you think? How far are we away, or how close are we to get a fight in Berlin, in the capital city, and get Octagon to Berlin?
It's just a matter of time. Like, it's not if, it's just when, and next year probably. Yeah, definitely. The Berlin, it's where everyone is saying, like, don't go to Berlin. It's not the fighter city, but we don't believe that. So we'll be super happy to prove those people wrong and bring the show there.
Thank you.
Frage an Broz and Eckerlin. Du hast gesagt, dein
Question for
MMA ist noch
Christian.
nicht abgeschlossen. Wir haben noch ein Riesenevent im Oktober.
You've mentioned that the chapter of your life is not closed yet, and you don't know about October. You are just focusing on tomorrow. But do you think about it? A little bit at least, because MMA is no ballet. Do you at least think about it a little bit? Maybe about injuries? Yeah, good question. Of course, anything can happen. Sometimes you can't do anything about that. However, I have to say that my training was actually accustomed, and I really thought about not getting injured. I've known my team for 15 years. We know each other through and through, and have been working together for so long. My sparring partners also are long-time partners of mine. I'm training with Grabinski as well. So there's a lot of time left until October. I want to see what happens tomorrow. What's important for me is having enough time to have enough time to be healthy, and there's a lot of time until fall. So right now everything is okay, and I think October will be fine if it all goes well. Question for Max Holzer. Did you like Swiss chocolate? I've actually haven't had it yet because I'm afraid it's poisoned. So if you want it, I'm gonna give it to you. Question for Mark Dussis. It's amazing seeing you here in Germany. In Frankfurt, here in Frankfurt, that's great. Is it different for you fighting at home? How do you feel? Are you excited? It's amazing, of course. It's amazing fighting in front of my fans. I don't have to fly anywhere. It's much more comfortable. And I have people who support me and encourage me. I've waited a long time to fight in Germany, and now the time has come. I'm excited, I'm enjoying it, and I'm living in the moment. I am excited to see my fans, and truly, this will be a great experience for me, because the last few years I have been fighting abroad and also haven't been fighting as much, so I'm excited. In Manchester, you fought against Eshem. So right now, fighting against this fighter, amazing fighter, what do you think? I think anybody in top 10 is amazing and can beat anyone. I've always fought the one standing in front of me. I've never been picking and choosing. And now I'm fighting Langer, and I'm excited to, beat him and climb the ladder. Of course, I want to fight good fighters, and I'm excited about tomorrow. Question for Farbod. We've seen you in PFL. You've had great ambitions, and now you're here at Octagon. What did this year bring to you?
Seitdem, dass ich bei PFL gekämpft habe,
since then, when I was fighting in PFL, I actually made a few mistakes, but I will never forget those mistakes, and I won't make them again.
There are some big announcements for the stadium. We saw Pavel posting a picture with Pik Dame, and we know Max Kogas, another big name in Frankfurt. Is this an opportunity for Frankfurt?
No, we just know Max long time. You can see both of us, like even year back, wearing the jersey with the Pik Dame, because like Max is a friend and we like the vibe there. So yeah, I will not.
No, he's threatening us actually.
Yeah.
We have to wear it. Yes. Because he's stronger than we are.
If you guys like somebody to beat him,
yeah.
I'm the guy.
Oh, yeah.
So, Max Kogas in Germany, why not?
But for the question, is this an opportunity that you fight in the stadium?
There's always opportunity for everyone.
Okay. Question for Pavel. You fight against Mark Dussis. He is a finisher. He finished all his fights when he won. Tell us about, what do you think about him?
I think about him that he's a good fighter, as everybody in the Octagon, because as the Octagon is growing, the level of fighter is growing with the organization, and for me it's a huge honor to be here and to participate on such an event like this.
Okay. Question for Mate. You fight against Farbod. He's a newcomer in Octagon. You are a former champion. Why do you fight? Why you didn't fight a ranked guy like, I don't know, a Cartwright or something like these guys? Why you fight the newcomer? I mean, this is a big risk.
To be honest, I don't know also, because he's just the only one who wants to fight against me. That's his reason. I'm ready for everyone. Doesn't matter who it will be.
So, I have a question for Lucini. Tomorrow you're fighting someone who's been a Cage Warrior champion 2 times, but you're a very huge favorite on the odds, and even like the most of people see you winning. Do you feel like it kind of reduced the performance it is to beat Agi Sardari, that you're such a huge favorite?
Yeah, actually a little bit, because for me, like, he should be the favorite because he been doing MMA longer than me, 2 times Cage Warrior champion, 17-4, submitting guys, and I'm just a baby in MMA. So like him saying like the pressure on me, actually there is no pressure on me. I'm young in my career. He is the one who should be a pressure because he is a great name. He is the one in the cage, be 2 times Cage Warrior champion. If I beat him tomorrow, actually it's not good only for him. It's also not good for Cage Warrior because I do it twice. So that will only show Octagon is one of the best organizations in Europe. Maybe better than Cage Warrior then.
Yeah, I just wanted to bounce back on that. This morning after the weigh-in, you told like I want to show Octagon is better than Cage Warriors. You started at Octagon 29. If you told that at Octagon 29, people would call you crazy. But now it kind of makes sense. Like, do you feel Octagon grows and gets better every time you fight here?
First of all, I am crazy, and also, yeah, it's growing. It's growing. Like I said, it's not because I don't want to talk bad about Cage Warrior, but let's talk bad about it. You know, it's just Cage Warrior. Like we saw Summer Bark, he was 3 or 4-0 in Cage Warrior. And against me in the cage, like he didn't move his finger, you know. And tomorrow I will do the same to Sadari, and I promise I will do the same. I will make it look easy. Sadari is saying he's gonna take me down, submit me. We all know that's not his game plan. Stop the crap, you know. It's not because I'm a baby and MMA. I don't know what guys are talking, but tomorrow is gonna be a good day.
Thank you. I have a question for Max Holzer. So it's only your 2nd fight in the Octagon, but you're already 7-0 in your career. You have the featherweight champion at the same table as you. Is that something you already look up to?
Ich denke mal, das wäre schon bescheuert jetzt, wo man noch nicht mal seinen 2. Kampf gemacht hat, Leute herauszufordern, die Champion in 2 Gewichtsklassen sind oder waren oder wie da gerade der Status ist.
I think
aber,
that it's good.
Ja, was soll man sagen?
It's good
Gegner kämpfen, aber
and it's
ich denke,
hard
ich bin
to
noch nicht so
fight
weit.
against a champion. I don't think I'm as good to do that yet.
I have a question for Agi Sardari. So both of you guys, you and Keita, have 5-round experience. Do you feel like it could be another fight in 5 rounds, or do you feel it's kind of the same 3 or 5 rounds?
Well, first things first, let's finish this tournament and we'll see afterwards. Like what happens, happens, and if we can go to a title fight, yeah, we'll see. But that's for later.
I have a question for Sanekidze. So the next fight for your weight class, the title is Magard against Lima. Which of those guys you feel like you match up better against?
It's easy. I think Lima is much better than Magard, and we will see same scene like previous fights, each other there. Yeah, I don't know.
I've got one question from the German fan community to Agi Sardari. You have announced that you will announce by submission, and somebody wanted to know that what makes you so sure about this?
Well, obviously it's a fight, anything can happen, but I think I'm one of the most experienced guys here, and I just visualized it, I trained for it, so yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a submission. He said like, this is not my game plan, but this is my game plan. I just tell it, it's gonna be a submission.
Maybe I'm gonna submit you. Maybe.
Yeah, as I said, a fight is a fight.
Actually, a couple of years ago, you had the chance to submit me because we were in Cage Warrior Academy, and you fought against amateur in kickbox, and you was looking for somebody to grapple. And I offer myself to grapple you. You didn't want. So that was your change. And now you think you can submit me?
Bro. I really don't know about this, bro.
Yeah, I know it. I don't forget faces. I know it. And trust me, you will not submit me again. The only thing I know, I'm going to win. Be sure about it. Be sure about it.
It's going to be a good fight. I'm prepared to die.
For sure.
For sure it's going to be a good fight.
That's the thing about
from
Keita.
Both of us.
That's the thing about Keita. Every time I fight, it's a good fight. No split decision.
All right, thank you guys.
All of your title fighters are split decision. No split decision. Ben or loss, I bring good fight.
All right, thank you guys. Then I got one question from the German fans to Emil Kohelia. Somebody said that you'll face undefeated Holzer. Where do you see his weaknesses and what can help you to be the first one who will defeat him?
Hello, I'm man from the north, so Emil. First of all, Holzer is a nice gentleman, young guy, and a good prospect. But he has never faced anything like me, so that's why I think it's the way it goes for me. So yeah, it's the level of MMA. I think he will stop there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? If not, we will do the stare downs. Yeah. Okay. So we will do the stare down in a minute, and tomorrow. You are welcome on Octagon.tv or directly in Festhalle, which is sold out.
Der ungeschlagene Max Holzer nimmt es mit dem Mann aus dem Norden auf, Emil Kohelia aus Finnland. Nächstes Match im Bantamgewicht. Hier treffen Mate Sanikidze auf Farbod Nezat. Der ehemalige Champion im Federgewicht begrüßt den Octagon-Debütanten Farbod Nezat aus Berlin. Wir machen weiter in der Garde der schweren Jungs. Im Halbschwergewicht bis 93 Kilo trifft der ehemalige Titelcontender Pavol Langer auf den Düsseldorfer Marc Dussis. Es geht um das Rennen an die Spitze im Halbschwergewicht bis 93 Kilo. Beide sind hungrig auf den Platz Nummer 1, auf den Titelherausforderer Pavol Langer und Marc Dussis. Und die Contender im Tipsport Gamechanger um 1 Million Euro Preisgeld. Der ehemalige Leicht- und Federgewichts-Champion Broz and Eckerlin kämpft gegen den ehemaligen Cage Warriors-Champion Agi Zadari. Der Sieger kämpft im Viertelfinale gegen Predrag Bogdanovic. Morgen geht's um den Einzug. Agi Zadari und Broz and Eckerlin. Und der König von Frankfurt verteidigt seine Festung gegen den tschechischen Herausforderer Broz and Eckerlin gegen Miroslav Broz. Das Main Event des morgigen Abends, ein ehemaliger Eishockeyspieler gegen einen ehemaligen Fußballspieler. Beide lassen morgen die Fetzen fliegen. Das ist unser Main Event für den morgigen Abend. Broz and Eckerlin gegen Miroslav Broz. Die Festhalle ist ausverkauft. Ihr könnt euch noch das Pay-Per-View holen auf octagon.tv. Ab 18 Uhr geht es los.